Well, Ed Bays is an Oklahoma law enforcement officer who advises schools on how best to protect themselves. So what is the biggest mistake we make when it comes to campus security?
Well, one of the biggest mistakes that we have is that there was never a community that it's ever occurred in that thought it's going to happen here. We seem to think that we're safe, we're in a small, isolated area, then it just can't happen here. Unfortunately, a lot of these school shootings happen in communities of 30,000 population or less. Everyone can be subject to a target.
Now, Columbine happened almost a decade ago. What has gone on in the past 10 years?
Well, we realized that at the time that Columbine occurred, officers were doing everything that they were taught and trained to do up to that point. We had never ended up with a situation that was basically murder in progress. That being said, we learned that we can't show up to these scenes and set up barricades and try to start negotiations. We need to go in and immediately take care of the issue at hand, which once again is murder in progress.
Yeah, the immediate threat. Now, can these acts of violence, can these murder in progress, can you categorize them?
Well, we know that they come from, the originals started off with disgruntled students within the schools, but unfortunately now we're coming up where we're seeing that we've had a couple incidents where we've had pedophiles enter in schools. We've had incidents of where domestic abuse has been taken from the home to the school. And worst case scenario is Beslan in overseas, where we had 334 people that were killed by a Muslim terrorist organization that came in and took the school hostage.
We can't have a law enforcement on every corner. What can we do as educators to protect our children?
There's a lot of things that we can do. We need to look at this as some overlapping fields of security, some different things. If we can control access into the school and entry by one main entrance area, we can put up fences to once again direct flow of traffic. We can increase vigilance in the halls. We can increase adult supervision. We can put cameras up to help monitor things that are going. Any one of these things may only be 30, 40, 50% effective, but over a period of several things interlinked together, we can greatly increase our security. Nothing's 100%, but it's better than doing nothing.
I grew up in a day where we all had fire drills and tornado drills growing up in this part of the country. Are we now living in a day where we need to do school shooting drills?
Well, what we know is that in at least the last 25 years, I don't know of a single child that has been killed in a school fire. We know that we have been practicing fire drills in schools, and we've been practicing fire safety issues in schools for a number of years. And as such, it has proven effective. Success doesn't come by accident. It's something that we have to work at in order to make things happen. We're at a day and age now where we need to be prepared. We need to have things for our students, our staff, our administration, and our police officers to have contingency plans for worst case scenarios.
Well, Officer Bays, we certainly appreciate your insights.